Hello, my name is Frank Christensen and I'm the coordinator of officials for IFAF in Europe. This is the first of 6 training tapes dealing with false starts. Today we're dealing specifically with illegal snaps. So we'll have a look at some game film and talk about what an illegal snap is, who should call it, and who shouldn't be calling this. But before we get to the game film, let's have a look to see what the rulebook and the MOFO have to say on this topic. In the rulebook, we go to Rule 712 dealing with false start. Each of the following is a false start by Team A if it occurs prior to the snap, after the ball is ready for play and all players are in scrimmage formation. 1. Any movement by one or more players that simulates the start of a play. 2. The snapper moving to another position. And 3. A restricted lineman according to Rule 227.4, moving his hand or making any quick movement. As for the exceptions, 1. A. It is not a false start if a Team A lineman immediately reacts when threatened by a Team B player in the neutral zone. B. It is not a false start if the snapper takes his hand off the ball, provided this does not simulate the start of a play. And then 4, it is also a false start when an offensive player makes a quick jerky movement before the snap, included but not limited to A. A lineman moving his foot, shoulder, arm, body, or neck in a quick jerky motion in any direction. B. The snapper shifting or moving the ball, moving his thumb or fingers, flexing his elbows, jerking his head, or dipping his shoulders or buttocks. C. The quarterback making any quick jerky movement that simulates the beginning of a play. And D. A back simulating receiving the ball by making any quick jerky movement that simulates the beginning of the play. And finally, 5. The offensive team never coming to a 1-second stop prior to the snap after the ball is ready for play. This is an illegal shift that converts to a false start. In the MOFO, we go to section 3.2 definitions. Examples of conspicuous fouls that should be called, even though they might otherwise be disregarded as not serious, include F. False start by a back, tight end, or receiver. In section 3.3 non-contact fouls, false start says, movement by an offensive player is not a false start unless either 1. He moves one or both feet, 2. It is sudden, or 3. It causes a defensive player to move in reaction. If a running back misses the snap count, makes a sudden movement, and then stops abruptly, it is a false start. If he was generally going into motion, he wouldn't stop. And finally, if in doubt as to whether movement was prior to the snap or not, it was not. Don't be picky on this. Now, let's have a look at some game film. For an illegal snap, obviously we're looking at the snapper, the center, and we'll notice here how he does a very slight double pump before he snaps the ball, which of course is illegal. And in these situations we do ask for 3 flags here, because both wings should be looking at least to the center, or to the center on his side of the ball, and the umpire needs also to be in a position where he can see the snap. So we should have 3 flags, and we got one from the umpire here, I believe, but the 2 wings also should be involved. Again, here we'll see the snapper just do a little tweak, and if we miss this, this looks like a neutral zone infraction where the defense moves, causing the offense to react. But good focus by all 3 officials. We've got 3 flags, which is good. This is exactly how we want this handled, and good job by the wings to come in quickly to get a quick conference, and we can move on with the enforcement. In this situation, again, we have a flinch by the center, and then the ball goes, and that's typically how it goes. That the ball is snapped right after the flinch, so the wings and the umpire really have to do a good job of shutting this down very, very quickly, and they do a good job here of coming in, blowing the whistle, shutting it down so we don't have any extra activity after. So again, correct call by these guys. This final example is a good illustration of how small the movement can be and how alert we have to be on the line of scrimmage and as an umpire, because this is a very small move, but it is a little flinch, it is a little jerk, and this is correctly called. Would have liked to have the wing across the field in on this also, so that we get all three flags. But again, good shutdown and a perfect call. And that was it for this training tape. I hope you found something you can use on the field.